Picture a world not so far from now, 2030 to be precise, where England, that once green and pleasant land, has become less a nation and more a corporate campus. The Union Jack has been replaced by the BLM and trans flags, but they are just a distraction for the real banners, the logos of tech giants and investment funds that have quietly, almost politely, assumed total control. This is no dystopian prediction. It's a trajectory, a thread woven from the fabric of our present. And to understand how we will get to this inevitable future, we must follow the connections, those inevitable links that stitch history together. Cast your mind back to the early 2010s, when the world was still reeling from the 2008 financial crash. Investment banks, those pinstripe titans of Wall Street and the city, were the hated villains. The Occupy movement sprouted like weeds in city squares, chanting against the 1%, their placards decrying the greed of Goldman Sachs and its ilk. These banks were seen as the enemy of mankind, hoarding wealth while the rest of us scrambled for crumbs. But then, something curious happened. The narrative shifted, not by accident, but by design. The big corporations, tech giants like Google, Amazon, and their financial cousins, began to rebrand. They draped themselves in the colours of progress, sponsoring movements like Black Lives Matter and championing trans rights. They now became the good guys, building a better, more inclusive tomorrow. The protesters packed up, the headlines softened, and the corporations smiled, knowing the oldest trick in the book: control the story, and you control the future. Fast forward to a potential 2030, and the government, once the proud steward of the realm, has been sidelined, not with tanks or coups, but with a shrug and a corporate handshake. Parliament, that grand stage of oratory and backstabbing, will become a ceremonial relic, a historical theme park where MPs in powdered wigs pose for selfies with wealthy Indian and Chinese tourists. In its place will rise the tech titans, Silicon Valley's finest, joined by Shenzhen's sleek conglomerates, who've decided England's ripe for a rebrand. Democracy, with its messy debates and voter whims, will be dumped and replaced with corporate efficiency. The CEOs will hold all the keys, and the game is feudalism with a logo. Citizens won't own a thing, they will rent it all. Your home, a pod leased from Amazon, Google Inc., your healthcare, a hologram doctor courtesy of Pharmatech, assuming your subscription is paid up. Even the air you breathe will come filtered through an app that pings your account per gasp. If you miss a payment, the premium plan's off. So wheeze your way to the gutter. Life in this brave New England will become a lease, and the terms are brutal. Work will be a gig economy serfdom, a treadmill of tasks doled out by algorithms colder than a Victorian workhouse overseer. Delivery runs, warehouse jobs, scrubbing the floor. Every swipe, every step, every movement will be tracked, optimized for profit by tech that knows you better than your own mother. The bosses won't need whips, the code does the flogging, and it's got no heart at all. Your data, your every click, cough and craving, feeds the machine, ensuring you're never free, just a tenant in their ecosystem. Thinking of resistance? Good luck with that. The same tech that schedules your life can freeze your account, lock your pod, or flag you as non-compliant faster than you can say terms of service. How will this happen? Simple. The Overlords didn't storm the gates. They built the conditions for surrender. It started with convenience. Those addictive apps that made life easier, from same-day deliveries to streaming binges. Then came dependency, smart cities, smart homes, smart everything, all wired to corporate servers. Governments, strapped for cash and seduced by public-private partnerships, handed over infrastructure, roads, hospitals, schools to the highest bidder. By 2030, the state will be a middleman at best, a nostalgic mascot at worst. The corporations didn't need to conquer. They just needed us to need them. And we did, because they made sure we had no choice. Civilization can't resist because it's been conditioned not to. The tech giants mastered the art of distraction, endless feeds, virtual realities, dopamine hits tailored to your psyche. Why protest when you've got a new season of AI-generated dreams to binge-watch? They've also fractured us, pitting tribe against tribe, left against right, woke against anti-woke, trans against women, while they pocket the profits from our outrage. And let's not forget surveillance. Every dissent is tracked, profiled, neutralised, not with jackboots, but with a polite email about community standards. The peasants stay in line because the system's invisible, omnipresent, and, worst of all, convenient. England is on a fast track to becoming a corporate kingdom of slavery and control. And the sad thing is, its people have already accepted this future with open arms.